Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you probably noticed here, I am in a 2005 Chevy Silverado with the Z71 pack. And yes, this is the 8-foot bed with the single cab configuration here with the 5.3 liter Vortec V8. You don't see a lot of these on the road today. And I'm pretty happy that I have this truck. So I want to give you a little bit of a backstory here as to why I even have the truck. So I am no stranger to this truck. I put on miles in this truck before, but this was my grandfather's truck that he bought brand spanking new back in 2005. So he used to buy brand new trucks when he was younger. He's 98 now, almost 99 actually. In 10 more days, he'll be 99. But anyway, he used to buy brand new trucks like every 2 to 3 years. So when I was younger, I'd always see a new truck in his shed, and we'd take a ride in it, whatever. But he'd always buy these single cab long bed configurations because, again, guys, he's like 98, so that's all they grew up in was these single cab long bed configurations. And essentially, that's what I'm in right now. So how did I get the truck? Well, very, very long story. But anyway, guys, he's 98. I won't put any of the pictures on here, but he was driving around in the back part of his woods. He's got almost 100 acres. He was driving around. Well, he's got neuropathy in his feet, so he can't feel his feet sometimes. So he was going down a hill on one of his trails, and he thought he was hitting the brake, but he hit the gas, and he went, his foot was to the floorboard. So anyway, he ran into a grouping of trees. And essentially the truck, the insurance company totaled out the truck, but it still has a clean title. So the truck has been totaled, and the cost to buy it back was $1,654. This truck has 79,000 miles on it. It's an 05. I mean, how could I not want to take that offer up? It was too good to pass up. And I let the family discuss it and whatnot, and then eventually here I decided to buy the truck. So it needed some work. The driver's side bed is, it's punched in from a tree, but I'm not overly concerned about that. Once in another video, once I get this shined up, not that it needs to be shined up, but it should, then I will show you guys the vehicle. But the front, the grill, well, the grill is actually okay, but the underneath, so the bumper needed to be replaced, so I had my buddy replace that for me. It needed new tires because there were 10-year-old tires on here, and while the tread was still good, they were dry rotted. So I needed to get new tires, and I got that, which was pretty sweet. So got the tires, got all that, all said and done. I think I've got just about, with the tires, about $1,800 into it besides buying it. So I basically bought a truck with 79,000 miles and 05 with some cosmetic damage, and all said and done with new tires, some Kumhos actually, and a new front bumper. I mean, it's really a good looking truck. All in, I've got it for about like $3,500. And then, of course, you get your registration and stuff. So then you're looking at a hair under $4,000 for this truck. Like, how could you pass that up? How could you pass that up? So I bought it, and, I finally got it registered now. So I'm all legal on the road, everything like that, which is good. And if you can see, I'm towing my snowmobiles here over to my mechanic to get some work done on those. It's a rainy morning. I can't do anything at the golf course. So I decided to do that. And I'm enjoying this ride. I'm enjoying this truck. I spent tons and tons of hours in it when I was a kid. I I was born in 97, so all the way from like 7 years old till I could drive, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. They helped raise me. I spent a lot of time in this truck, so it's sentimental almost that I have his truck, and I'm probably gonna keep it for as long as I, physically can. There's only 79,000 miles on it. I have to reiterate that. These Vortex can go forever. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I'm pretty happy that I have his truck. It's just super awesome here that it's going to continue its run, hopefully for another 10 to 20 years, who knows, because this isn't my main truck. I have a brand new truck. So this is just going to be for those rainy days, or like this when my brand new truck is in the shop for a digital cluster display replacement covered under warranty, which is kind of upsetting. And it really works out good that way because I have an extra truck to use, and this truck costs, let's see, my new truck, well, my used to me new truck cost like 62 grand. So this cost me 4 grand all said and done, a little under 4 grand. So you're looking at like a 12th of the cost for a truck that's only has 50,000 more miles than what my truck has. And it's all basic. This is all basic stuff in here. And guys, I have to say something about this. The more I age and get older, the more I like basic stuff. Like, yes, give me my heated and cooled seats, please. That's all I want. And heated steering wheel, but screw all the electronics. Like, just give me this, just give me a basic touchscreen and give me an analog display. Similar to what the 4th gen Ram trucks had. Just give me that, and I'm totally happy. That's all I want out of a truck. And this truck doesn't have heated seats or heating steering wheel because when he bought this, he's a really basic guy, so he likes basic stuff. But I really don't care. It gets the job done, and that's all I care about for this, because again, it was like $4,000. So I mean, the truck cost me $1,640, so it's really a good price. And that, there we have it. That's how I got the truck. And I've used it quite a bit now for towing, which is pretty cool. Used it almost as much in the last few months as my Ram truck, so that's pretty cool that I have used this truck for towing, and I enjoy it. Now, granted, this isn't the best tower on earth because you're dealing with an old V8 engine, doesn't have as much power as the Hemi, blah blah blah, but it still gets the job done for what I need it for, and I'm pretty happy about it. Essentially here, I'm not towing my skid steer with this. I definitely would not want to tow anything. This is rated, oddly enough, for 12,000 pounds, which is 500-ish more than my truck. 1,000 to 500 more than my truck, my Ram truck can tow legally. So that's interesting to note. But again, I'm not going to tow that much with this truck because it's super old. And the engine, I don't want to stress that out. You know, you're dealing with a 300 horsepower V8 instead of a 400 plus horsepower V8. So, and an older transmission as well. Although this 4L60 is pretty, I think it's a 4L60E or 4L60, whatever. This is like the most tried and true transmission in any GM vehicle ever made. So that is pretty cool there. They use this transmission in the 05, which I have, but I have a 6-speed manual version in the Corvettes, so with an LS engine. So it's kind of nice to know that this transmission is pretty much bulletproof. My buddy actually put this transmission, this 4L60, into his Buick Electra build with the 6-liter L77 V8 that he put into his Buick Electra. So I know right there that it's a tried and true transmission, and it really doesn't have any issues. So that's also pretty cool as well. But very cool here, going back to the truck itself, very cool, very happy that I have this. It's going to continue to be in the family. For the price, I couldn't say no. It was just too good of a price. and all I got to do is just have liability on it. I don't really need to have full coverage on it because it's already dented up. So I don't think the insurance would cover that anyway. So it doesn't matter to me, and I'm not going to be putting a ton of miles on this anyway. This isn't like my daily driver. My normal truck, I'll do about 8,000 miles on it in a year, 8 to 10, depending on the year and depending on how much I drive it. Similar to my fiance's Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe, on our main vehicles, we do about 8 to 10. And then like our Chevy Volt that we have, that gets the brunt of the action here. I guess you can consider that a main vehicle daily driver. That gets about 20,000 miles a year on it. And then my fun cars get about, I'd say you average it out to about 1,200 miles a year. So we do a lot of driving, and having this truck is going to A, reduce the mileage on my truck, B, provide another winter vehicle for her to drive in case, you know, something's wrong with the Jeep, or we need an actual truck. So that's pretty nice there. And C, this truck is already beat up, so if I need to do any work on the golf course, like hauling logs, hauling sticks, stuff like that, pulling stuff down, whatever, this truck, I don't have to worry about any of that. So that's pretty fantastic right there. I'm pretty happy about having a true, you know, I do have to wash it up and clean it up, but I'm pretty happy about having just a true, you know, work truck style vehicle, because I've never really had one before. I thought the Volt was going to be that, but that's been such a nice vehicle that I just can't sacrifice that to real work stuff. That's been more of a daily driver. So overall, this truck's been great. I do want to throw in a little towing clip here, because this, yes, while I am towing this, and it's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough. All of this combined, I mean, the two sleds together weigh about 1,000 pounds, and that trailer can't weigh more than maybe 500 or 400 pounds. So, you know, you're looking at about 1,500 pounds right there, which isn't a lot. But I just did get done hauling my equipment hauler trailer, that huge 104-inch wide equipment hauler trailer that I have. That weighs a hair over 3,000 pounds. So I do want to throw that in there, clip at the end here, and let you guys hear that. So I thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more truck content, GM content, Mopar content, snowmobile content, and we will see you in the next one.